Hey, happy holidays. Here's what's coming up on the Gill Show.
The dog lifts his leg and he's like, give me a reason.
But now that I see the memory, I got engaged 3 years ago. So now that's a new memory.
Wow.
On this date.
Look at that.
By the way, broke my wedding ring this weekend.
Can I get a discount on this tree? It has bullet holes.
Happy Thanksgiving, you motherfuckers!
And I get excited when I see a turd.
Welcome back from the long weekend. It's another episode of the Gill Show. My name is Chris Kanya, and with us, as always, we have Bill Parker.
Hello, everyone. I also get excited when I see a turd.
And I get excited when I see a turd.
And if this guy feels that way, he must be excited about 6 times a day. You got Chris Novelino, a.k.a. Mo. What up, Mo?
What's happening? Absolutely get excited about a nice clean evacuation. Are you kidding me?
Oh, we kind of try to stay away from the Israel-Palestine situation here, Mo. I don't know if you heard that part. So,
come on, man. Did you get the memo?
No religion, no politics. I remember the email. Okay.
Thanksgiving, everybody's coming back from the long weekend and the holiday, spending time with family and friends, or spending it alone if you're a loser.
Oh, it's only going to get worse as we get to Christmas, you fucking nobody.
Mo did actually. Mo was what we call show conscious over the weekend. You know, sometimes we do the show, walk away, we come back next week and do our best to do another episode. But other times, depending on how the show goes, I don't know about you guys, I'll be thinking of what we did nonstop for days. So I'm always just thinking about what we've said and done on the show. So being show conscious. Mo was, and he took this video of his family over Thanksgiving break. Check this out.
Right, Teresa? We got an Italian-American Thanksgiving this year. We got the big plate already. We got fresh mozzarella with prosciutto. We have prosciutto, bread, of course, sausage, dos ensalada. We have, of course, lasagna. Take it over, Dominic. Let's go. Take it over.
Stuffed turkey. We have buffalo chicken wings. We got spare ribs. We got cornbread. We got roast beef. We have shrimp, ready shrimps, regular shrimps, cauliflower, stuffing.
Okay, all right. Okay. For people just listening, it's obviously an Italian woman. They're at what looks like to be like a military dining hall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tray
The only
after
place
tray.
that'll fit that much food.
Yeah, tray after tray of food. She, the first person, I don't know her name, introduces the first couple trays, and then she kicks it over to Donnie, I think his name was.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Mo likes to say, oh, if it's so great, why do we only do it once a year? Well, what do you think? We're doing this weekly, this video at your house? No.
I mean, if you go to an Italian house on Sunday, traditionally there's a huge meal, you know? So, yeah. Some people do, this is, by the way, this is just the appetizers. You guys haven't even gotten to the salad course yet here.
I like how they're like, prosciutto, gabagool, mozzarella, ricotta, bread. You can come up with a cool way to say bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was with the bread? Prosciutto, fresh mozzarella. First she said mozzarella, then she said prosciutto and mozzarella. We got to put mozzarella in everything. We can't even just have prosciutto.
How about the fact?
And then we got bread.
Yeah, how about the fact he's like, and we have this stuffed stuffing.
Yeah, because we don't know in this shit. We're like, this is one of those other things.
The stuffing is stuffed with turkey somehow.
Stuffing. That's right. The shit you people eat. Anyway,
Yeah,
back to the real shit.
Carmela's new boyfriend brought that over. He's a piece of shit. So we don't know
Exactly. Carmela's new, old boyfriend. He's out. Brought
We
that.
got roast beef.
You think you bring
we have
fucking
shrimp,
stuff in.
ready shrimps, regular shrimps, cauliflower, stuffing. This is asparagus with bacon, macaroni and cheese, chicken cordon bleu, stuffed mushrooms.
Get the fuck out of the way. You're too damn slow. This is Chinese rice from my sister over here. And then we got candy yams over here.
Oh, she wanted to definitely say some derogatory term for an Asian there. She's like, You got Chinese
Yeah.
rice from this Michelle. This is what I was meant to say.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, that was close.
She
Um,
was in agony that she couldn't talk for over 30 seconds. Oh,
yeah. Well, she did say, "Get the fuck out of here! You're taking too long."
is this your aunt?
This is my whole family in one person. My aunt.
It's a stuffed novelino.
This is
It's
everybody.
stuffed with aunts and uncles and grandparents.
Yeah.
It's a stuffed novelino.
Yeah, this is bacon wrapped Novelino.
Oh,
I love this lady. Got to take
What a
charge.
spread,
Can't let
though.
These fucks.
I'm
I mean,
starving
this is
now.
solid.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of the
I don't know,
way,
you
you
wanna-
damn swole. This is Chinese rice from my sister over here. And then we got candy yams over here.
I also have to point out whoever's filming has their finger in front part of the camera. So this
Oh,
is
man.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
a
yeah.
disaster. Everything but the food is a disaster. This is a true Italian household.
Yeah. I was just going to say, yeah, the food's the important part, though. Got to get that right.
I gotta hear get the fuck.
She don't know how to act, but she can cook.
Cordon bleu, stuffed mushrooms.
Get the fuck out of the way, you too damn swole. This is Chinese rice from my sister over here. And then we got candy yams over here. We
It's
got
just
potatoes,
rice.
cauliflower. We got, I don't know what the fuck this is. And we got the fish, We got the
We don't have any
Wait.
mashed potatoes.
No mashed potatoes? What the hell? Who forgot the mashed potatoes? Who forgot the mashed potatoes?
What's up?
Holy shit.
So relaxing.
Oh, yeah. Who had the mashed potatoes, you fucking mutt? Fuck you. Guess what else they didn't say? Turkey. Did you hear
No, there
turkey?
was turkey. It was stuffed turkey.
Oh, there
Yeah,
was?
Donnie told us about the stuffed turkey. But I didn't see corn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't understand
I
him.
didn't see corn.
Hey, we're not
A
done.
lot of
We're not done with the
non-traditional.
video.
It's true.
Good point.
She has more screaming to do.
We don't eat
The mashed potatoes.
What's up? What's up with the pretzels? Who brought this?
They forgot the fucking mashed potatoes and they decided to bring the fucking pretzels.
Woman.
Happy Thanksgiving, you motherfuckers!
Whoa, Teresa, take it easy. Fruit salad, sanguinach, and then we have cakes. God bless.
She's like, this is Teresa's pocketbook with half a gram of Coke missing. It's like, yeah, wonder why.
Yeah. There's a lot of Coke missing.
There's your turkey, Mo.
Man, she's aggressive, huh?
You could
Yeah,
see all the dinnerware that we've stolen over from nice restaurants over the years.
100%. None of this is purchased.
God, there better be a lot more people coming because
I'm going to come.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
I mean,
Here we got the salt and pepper shakers from Macaroni Grill last week.
Bunch of breadsticks from Olive Garden.
Delicious. They're unlimited.
You can get as many as you want.
You believe that shit? But they want $3 for Alfredo sauce?
We got buffalo wings and Alfredo sauce. What?
Yeah, wow.
we got moved.
You know they were about to do the video, and they're like, who should we get on camera? And she just shoved like 3 people to the ground and ran up.
We got six.
It was like, we got fucking corn and fucking biscuits.
We have six. We have 6 nieces and nephews here. 2 are newscasters. 1's a YouTuber. 3 are theater majors. Aunt Teresa's like, I got this.
Sit the fuck down.
What's your fairy
I got this
professions?
shit.
A bunch of
Yeah.
Marys. You think you're so cool?
She hasn't even started drinking Prosecco yet.
Oh,
Watch out.
Oh,
Oh, if she had red
She got
wine
some
lips in the
few in her.
beginning of this video, I wouldn't have even played it.
yeah. Right on.
I like how she's like Chinese rice. No one calls it Chinese rice. It's rice.
Italians need to know where everything is from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but her sister made it, she said. So what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah.
Is
Ah,
her sister
touche.
Chinese?
I got this filthy Mick corned beef and cabbage.
That's why nobody brought potatoes. They didn't invite any Irish people.
Right?
No.
And we're fine with that.
Irish Thanksgiving, just a bottle of Jameson and a raw potato sitting on a table.
You take a pic. Somebody show you a picture.
One bottle? Come on.
I was going to say,
Case of Jameson.
might be hitting too close.
Case.
Get the
one
fuck
bottle,
out
that's
of the
the
way,
only
you're
error.
too damn slow. This is Chinese rice from my sister over here. And then we got candy yams over here.
Well, we need that drop.
Yeah, that's happening.
We should play that after we do that weather report guy. What's his name? Bill?
Park was
Oh.
his last name, or
Frankie
was that
McDonald?
what it was about?
Yeah, Frankie McDonald.
Get the fuck out of the way, you're too damn slow.
I want her to interrupt.
I want to see Frank and McDonald and her have a scream off.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
She's like, I got candy yams. She's like,
That might be the only way to combat this. Right? She's the
Yeah.
only time she'll ever shut the fuck up. The guy's like, nah. She's like, oh, shit. Okay, you want to take over?
She basically is a force of
Well
nature.
played. Yeah.
That's true.
So I'd like that. You don't think that looks like an enjoyable Thanksgiving?
I mean,
Absolutely. I really like. I would like to be invited next year.
yeah, I'll get you on the list.
All right.
I got an extra. We got a red Dixie cup for you. Did you see that table? There was like 50.
yeah, it looks like halfway through a flip cup tournament.
Yeah. This was 8:30 in the
Yeah.
morning.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely early.
Uncle Jimmy's already down $2,000
Like flip cup, or we
from like goldfish or whatever. You believe this shit?
believe this shit. I lost $2,000 on flip the capo. Oh, it was cup. Whatever. You crazy kids.
I lost $2,000 by losing a
Yeah.
flip for the cops. You ever think I'd see the day?
Put 50 grand on Tommy DeVito this weekend.
Yeah.
It's a lock.
We got a tray of Tommy cutlets. Chinese rice. Oh,
So yeah,
shit.
Thanksgiving is kind of becoming a weekend thing. Did you notice that this year? Did you get any of that feeling from social media, from people you talk
Yeah.
to?
I was somewhere on Saturday and they actually said Happy Thanksgiving to me. And I was like, that's out of line. It's over. Thanksgiving's the type of holiday where once that day is over, it's over. We're done. You could say Happy New Year for like the first week. But Thanksgiving, once I wake up the next day,
Okay.
Thanksgiving's done, man. This isn't like when a girl has a birthday month. No, it's over. One day, it's over.
Well, if they said Happy Holidays,
Well,
is that okay?
Yeah.
with you? Is that less
Yep.
jarring?
Well, it's true. This is the
Now-
time of year we have lots of holidays. There's Hanukkah going on. There's everything. We got everything.
See, now I get the happy holidays for the Christmas angle because of Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. There's a bunch of different versions, of the same kind of concept. But Thanksgiving, there's no. That's it. There's no other. Is there? I mean, unless I'm incorrect, is there another holiday around Thanksgiving for other cultures?
And doesn't Canada have a different
Oh,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
Day or something?
Yeah, those is. Yeah, it already happened though
Oh,
this
yeah,
year.
that wouldn't make sense for
Right.
Canada.
But
I'm pretty sure,
also,
like-
well, there's Native American Heritage Day, which was last week.
Well,
Right.
Well, you didn't remember. So
that was Friday,
yeah,
right?
so holidays, happy holidays.
Holidays. Yeah.
That'd be included.
Well, I guess also that was a dumb question because other countries didn't have pilgrims come
Yeah.
plunder the fucking
when
natives.
is Hanukkah? Is it early this year?
God, I gotta spell this. Hanukkah.
I don't know. I don't
Sorry
even
to
know
make
if
you
I've
go
ever
on that
known
goose
much
chase again.
outside of around Christmas.
7th to the 15th. It's a Thursday to a Friday.
Okay. Yeah. So we're here.
Would you rather get 8 shitty gifts or like one day of good gifts?
I'm sure that's top of mind for Jewish people right now. The Hanukkah gifts.
Yeah, let's talk about something important regarding the Jewish faith right now. Hanukkah gifts.
Would you rather
and how
have
terrible
8
they are.
days of shitty gifts or be freed as a hostage? Which one?
Well,
Would you rather be tortured or get 8 shitty gifts?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Or is that torture?
Here's some more. Here's another crayon. Thanks. Thanks for that.
They got a new holiday, Hamasika. No? No? Are we going to get banned from YouTube
Man.
for that one?
I would expect much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hearing Happy Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving kind of just, jarring is a little bit of an exaggeration, but it made you stop.
No, I was jarred, man. I stood there in silence for a while, and I pondered my own life. I'm like, this is crazy.
I said it to someone at work on Friday, which in my own, I guess it's slightly in my, I said it and immediately went, what is this? It felt, something was wrong. It felt off. But in my own defense, at least my building, everybody, it was obviously closed for Thanksgiving. So we all came back to work Friday.
Someone
hadn't
you
seen
know,
each other.
though.
So then it kind of,
It's someone you know. Like this was a stranger working somewhere on Saturday.
oh,
Enough already.
Stranger small talk.
I don't even know if it was okay because I knew him though.
Do you? And speaking of stranger, small talk. Thanks for that, Chris. Set up and Spike. Do you guys agree with strangers when you're talking to them? Let's say I was out somewhere this weekend and someone said it's freezing out there, and it wasn't freezing. It was a little cold, and I was like, "All right, that's ridiculous." Do you just agree and go, "Yeah," and move on, or do you counterpoint?
Unless it's like, okay, so it would change if it's being overheard by someone else. Because I've agreed to the point, which I typically do, agree no matter what, just to get out of the conversation. To the point where if somebody else was overhearing the conversation, I would have to disagree because it's so borderline, like ethically wrong what they're saying, whether it's about race or women or, religion. Like, oh gosh, this neighborhood used to be so much better. Fill in the blank, and I'm like, yeah.
Well,
just
true,
and then walk away, kind of thing. But if somebody overheard that, I'd be like, well, I don't know. I'd have to be a little more truthful in my opinion about the topic.
Yeah, I mean, the guy.
I don't want to talk to
the guy at TD Bank is not going to be throwing down on ethnic problems in the neighborhood. I don't think. But hey, you never know.
It's really funny you say that. I was at a bank
These days you don't
I was at
know.
a bank 2 days ago, and the word woke came up in like the first 8 words. Oh yeah, everything got woke and they got rid of everyone. This is what the teller at the bank said to me.
Did you
They
ask
were
who?
talking in regards to like no follow-up questions. What are you, nuts? To a stranger?
Well, I might be
Fuck
curious
that.
at that point. Be like, who are you talking about?
But they were talking about
Yeah, could you elaborate? please?
Rochester radio. There was, and I don't know if they were worded it wrong or what, but they were saying something like, "Oh yeah, it used to be the good old days of XYZ, but now everything got woke, and they got rid of those guys and they put in the new people." Blah blah blah.
Right.
So, but yeah, I typically just agree and get away. Why? Do you do something different?
No.
I mean, I usually I want to speak to the public en masse as least as possible. So I would generally be in the camp of just agreeing to get you out of there. But you're right, because then it'll turn into I'm not even listening to you, and you're like, man, kitty porn, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it's great. Anyway, about that spreadsheet, I should pay more attention because like God knows the list of things I've agreed with that I don't even know consciously. Right?
I
That's a
hate
scary
small
thought.
talk, but I'm guilty of it. Everyone's guilty of it. I've worked with people who, if I throw out something, they just disagree. And I'm like, I didn't really want to talk about this, man. I was just my way of saying hello. You know? I don't want to get into a debate.
Oh,
well, that's the worst if you or let's say you agree just to get rid of them and then they elaborate and you're like, yeah, man, I just agreed to get you the fuck out of here. I don't even know
like
what
if
we're
you're like,
talking
oh,
about.
it's
like, why are you still
it's
talking?
supposed to snow Wednesday. No, it's not. It's like, oh, okay, then it's not. That's great.
Yeah,
You know?
sure.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm not getting the data that I'm relaying to you from my own research. The weather guy or woman said it. Like,
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Why?
Frankie
okay.
McDonald.
Yeah. Yeah. Nor are we basing. Clearly, there's no
Frankie
tornado
McDonald's like,
Wednesday.
and I'm like, I agree. I do.
If you put it
There
that
is a
way, yeah, that
tornado
makes
coming.
sense, Frank.
You know what, Frank? I didn't think of that. That's a good fucking point. Yeah, people have such a fucking bizarre lack of like social awareness about things like that sometimes, right? Because we all know people that we won't say shit to because you'll see that's one thing. If you say something, you get burned with they start going off on a tangent or off the rails. But if it's someone that you know and know does that, you just avoid them in that context anyway, right? Like I got people I won't say it's gonna fucking rain or snow Wednesday because they'll go on like an hour tangent of like, oh God, well I got to come all the way down the Parkway, and it's gonna be terrible driving to here, and then oh my God, then we got to go. Then we got swimming at 8, and then oh my God, soccer at 7. You're like,
I hate this.
What the fuck are you talking
I hate
about?
this reiteration of whatever you're talking about. Like it's that irritating to me. I'm
Thank
very
you.
thankful to have a wife now that she's really good at the small talk and receiving it and engaging. And I don't even try. I don't have to try anymore. I never did well in the first place. Like I used to have to tell myself, hey, you should be a little more engaged in this person. They're your coworker or they're, somebody that whatever.
Yeah.
A friend even.
You ever be so closed off? People will say to you, like, they'll ask you, oh, what did you do for Thanksgiving? And then you just explain it and you're so against small talk, you were rude and don't even ask them. And then you realize you didn't ask and you're like, oh, what did you do? And it's like,
yeah, all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I guess I'm just different. If they start to tell me about, never mind am I not asking about yours, but if you start to tell me about it, I'm going to flat out fucking tell you, like, stop. I don't care. I don't want to hear another word about it.
What about small talk?
Like, what are you thinking right now? Did I ask?
You ever see small talk on social media? What's everyone doing tonight?
Wait. I got to give you one. I don't know if somebody sent me a thing on Facebook Messenger, right? And then they sent me a message on Instagram. I didn't get the Messenger one, and they sent me something on Instagram maybe 2 hours later, and I saw the notification, so I responded to that. When I responded to that, I saw the other notification and said, oh, shit, I missed this. So then I responded to that one, but you just click the thing. You don't it was a different app, right? Flash forward 15 minutes. I'm having 2 separate conversations with the same person on 2 apps.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
I even sat there and went, what the fuck psycho world am I in now? I can't believe I'm talking about 2 different things and they're engaging like nothing's happening. They're not even like, dude, just send it on the text.
Yeah.
You can just do one. No,
it's always
nothing.
weird to me too when people who have my number and I'm very friendly with will just message me a question on like Facebook Messenger. It's like, you have my number. Why are you doing this now?
Well, that's an excellent point. What? Just use my phone number. Why am I getting messages on 9 different apps from people that have my number?
A small plumbing.
Or how about what's worse? You ever see a husband and wife talk to each other from posts on Facebook?
Yeah, God,
it's the worst. And it's an inside joke that no one else gets. It's like, why are you bothering us with your stupid corny shit, you idiot?
Dude, every comment should be just a spam advertisement from different divorce lawyers.
I love the Facebook profiles.
Like if I was a divorce lawyer, I'd get so much fucking business that way.
I like the Facebook profiles that are like, Rich and Jen, and that's the first name, and then the last name is like Smith because they share one. You ever see those?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or like 15 hyphens because you don't want people to not be able to find you on there with your old name. No one's looking for you.
Speaking of social media, I saw a lot of people doing Christmas tree shopping over the weekend. We put our tree up.
I think that's a big thing right after,
As you know, we put our tree up in this house a couple weeks ago. Fake tree. I don't know if that makes a difference, but a lot of trees, strapped, not on 6 of them. What are you talking about? One tree and 2 out front. But
we're halfway there. I'm sure if we keep looking, we'll find the other 3.
2 posts of people strapping their tree to the top of the car and, standing next to the tree with the saw and stuff like that. Nonstop posts like that.
Yeah.
Man, how boring, right? Yeah. Maybe what we're getting at is most people are just fucking boring.
You think so?
Yes.
I would agree with you 100% there, but a lot of these people not a lot. A few of these people I know, and in person, they're fun. They're normal people. They make jokes like we do. You know, they don't bring up stupid shit. But all the social media is the exact opposite.
All right, that's fair.
I don't know if that's a phenomenon, but
You know what? Maybe it's that they're only thinking to take a picture and post something when they're doing something boring as shit. Because otherwise they'd be thinking about the activity and not where to fucking post it. Because I don't really ever do anything where I'm like, I don't even know if I've ever had the thought like, wow, this would be great on Instagram or Facebook, or, oh, I got to post this. Or this is like the food people. Remember, I think we did a bit where talked about how people take pictures of their food and then post it and shit. I just want to eat it. I don't know. I've never looked at my plate and been like, ooh, this baby will play well on the gram.
I do that. I post pictures of food. I'm in the middle, I think. I don't do it as much as everyone, but I don't know. Part of it is I like looking back when it comes up in the memories and stuff. We were in, this vacation or at this restaurant, and I also have a terrible memory.
Sure.
I have a terrible memory. So a lot of this stuff is almost brand new to me every time it comes up the year later. So
Facebook is like,
that's a good point.
You have a memory, and you're like, no, I don't.
Now I do.
Facebook should have a separate function called terrible memories. Just horrible shit that happened to you. Let's look back on this car accident you had 7 years ago. Here's the police footage from the fucking red light camera. But see, vacation's different, right? Vacation, you're just taking pictures. You're not really quite sure. You just know you're going to do something.
I'm okay with vacation.
Preferably post them after you get home so people aren't just like, ooh, let's go rob his house. He's on vacation.
I do like if people just wait till they get home and just make one album that they post. Like, here's our vacation. Instead of taking multiple pictures and posting them 9 times a day. Like, all right, I'm not on vacation with you.
Yep.
If you wanted to do this, you should have asked me to come.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa. It's got. Now you're talking.
Come.
Look, I just looked at my Facebook, my Facebook memories. I didn't know this, but now that I see the memory, I got engaged 3 years ago. So now that's a new memory.
Oh, look at that.
On this date. By the way, broke my wedding ring this weekend. I had a rubber one.
Well, it was $10.
It was $20.
Oh, sorry.
So,
wait.
Snap.
It broke?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anyone say that sentence to me, I don't think.
Play with it a lot. It's just a cheap rubber ring from...
Look, again with you two.
I'm going to come.
You stay on topic.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
were you working?
Just snapping
Was it work?
Maybe snap it.
You dropped a water heater on it?
No, that actually survived a couple water heater jobs.
I would understand if you dropped a boiler on it or some shit.
Yeah. But no, it survived the water heater, but it couldn't survive you fiddling.
I must have just done this so much that eventually it gave. But it's a good omen, right? Good omen.
So you're no longer married?
I guess not until the new
I
one
was like,
comes
how does that
in.
work?
Hey,
Hookers! No.
Oh,
Chewing on it, sucking on it.
that's who you're gonna bang?
I wonder what it's like to get a
God, I
hooker.
wish.
Jeez.
We're not allowed to play her anymore. Listeners do not like it. They get disgusted by her. So.
Oh yeah, I know multiple people who are like, I just fast forward through Miss Meat Lover. I'm like,
And spoiler alert, we don't like it either.
But, give us more of this lady.
But I get excited when I see a turd.
what we
They
need is a
fucking love turdy
crossover
works.
where Miss Meat Lover eats the turds. Is that too much?
That the girl from that college
That was
dug
close.
out of the Porta-John. We'll do it 3-way.
Oh my God.
I can't get more erect.
Pull the garbage can over.
Uh,
I just pulled the garbage can over.
so no Christmas trees in your
Continue.
houses yet, huh?
No.
Well,
Yeah.
when you're out looking, maybe you could take this into consideration. This is what they do up around here. I don't know if they do it anywhere else, but Naples, which is about 45 minutes from where I'm sitting right now, they not only sell Christmas trees that they grow themselves in the farms and the surrounding, where the wineries and stuff are. They want to offer a purple Christmas tree. They're dyeing the Christmas trees for you
What?
to bring into your house.
It's the only place Prince will get a Christmas tree, just for the record.
Hey, do you want a Christmas tree that looks like Grimace? No, not
they-
really.
It's my grimmest nightmare. They do this elsewhere. There's a place in Jersey does this, and it does red, white, blue, and then even red, white, and blue on the same tree. I saw I saw it
Come
not
on.
in person, but purple, every color.
So what? We have like emo Christmas trees now. They're just dyeing their hair and they're sad in the holidays.
The best part was I saw the place in Jersey put it's a something about it being like a biodegradable something kind of paint that doesn't harm the trees. And I was like, well, how about the guy with the hacksaw? Does he harm the
It's
trees?
biodegradable.
Yeah, they're like, oh, don't worry, this won't hurt the tree that we're going to cut the life force from right now.
Yeah, what do you mean it doesn't hurt the tree? There's a man with a saw, which I don't know if you're in the world of trees, but that's a weapon. If you're a tree, that's a weapon.
Look at this bullshit.
But yeah, we didn't harm the trees. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now we're getting somewhere. No trees were harmed
My God, this looks
until they were
awful.
cut down. Hey, by the way, it doesn't even look good. At least, because I'll tell you right now, the one thing I haven't seen is a fucking price tag. I guarantee those motherfuckers
White one's
are a lot.
not bad.
That white one's
Not
pretty cool.
I'm
Yeah.
going on- what do you think? $150 for one of these?
More.
Because trees are. I mean, I just saw somebody post about it. How much is a real tree? If you had
think-
to, I mean, you guys get them every year. I don't know if you do, Mo, but I know
Oh,
Bill gets them
good
every year.
point.
What's the average cost of a real tree?
No.
It's usually like 110.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No.
Used to be
still-
$20.
Look, I go to. No, you can still get them for pretty cheap if you go to like one of those lots or whatever. But I go to some Christmas tree farm, make a nice thing out of it. So they, they're gonna
Yeah,
they're gonna gouge you while you're there.
I mean, now that you mention it, I do. You ever see there's a Staples on like Route 9 that
Yes.
they used to fence, they'd put like a small fenced in area and just cram those fuckers in there. That one used to say $19.99. Now that you mention it,
Wow.
I think it was
Well, look.
$59.99.
I was gonna say it's still there. They do these pop ups everywhere.
And well, up here it's all like the Boy Scouts are selling
Yeah.
Christmas trees. I don't know how that works, but that's yeah. You go to like it's Troop 59. Well, it's not Boy Scouts anymore. It's
Really?
all combined. So it's the Scouts, and you buy it from them or you
Okay.
buy it from a farm.
Yeah, seriously.
And then there's this one place up here. It's a scrapyard the rest of the year, and then they have other. I guess they grow Christmas trees on the other side of the property. So it's a salvage center and a Christmas tree farm at the same time. So really weird.
What a combo!
Wow. You show up and they're like, we got Girl Scout cookies, Christmas trees. You're like, oh, real trees? I thought this was a marijuana dispensary.
If a regular tree is $110, these colored ones. I mean oh boy,
Oh,
Come on, Chris.
the ones that are dyed.
Yeah. My guess just went up.
This looks like one of those bomb pops.
Ooh, I'd rather have that. You buy that tree, red, white, and blue. I mean, you're definitely all for very loose gun laws, right?
I don't know when that became a thing. I don't disagree with you, but it's so funny how patriotism is now like right wing. I'm going to
Yeah.
kill everyone who comes to my front door kind of representation. I love the American flag.
It is.
But I feel like I'd get judged if I had an American flag sticker on my work van or outside my house on a flag.
Yeah, you probably would,
You-
but I hear exactly what you're saying. Like,
You can't. Yeah, if you're patriotic, it's become a thing that identifies. It used to be you could be Republican, Democratic, left, right, whatever, and you could always have been patriotic before. But now it's been polarized, right?
yeah, it's weird. That sucks. That
It does
happened.
suck. Who doesn't love a good national anthem, right?
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Yep. Perfect.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see how much these things cost. So Wyckoff Christmas Tree Farm. I doubt they'll post the.
Oh yeah, that's the one I saw in New Jersey. I wonder if this is like the only one in Jersey. That's why it's so
Probably.
easy to find.
They're not going to.
You probably won't find prices on
No,
this.
not till you get there.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
Oh, they call them colored
They
too.
always they always look you up and down and then the tree and then give you a price. There's no sticker price on these things.
Yep.
I thought it said coloreds at Wyckoff, and I was like, look, guys, you can't do this stuff anymore. What year is it?
Not well. They started in 1958, so they probably could do it at one point.
Well,
Yeah, it used to say no coloreds at Wyckoff.
there is a black tree.
They're woke now.
Oh, there is a black tree. Oh, what the fuck?
This tree was harmed.
Yeah, it's in between two blue trees, and it's all bruised up.
That's a good point. I don't know why they hung a nightstick like an ornament from that blue tree.
You have to yell "Stop resisting" while cutting it down.
Can I get a discount on this tree? It has bullet holes.
It's a little taller than everyone else, though.
Oh
yeah.
my god!
You try to tie it to the hood. It's like, I'm not going back. You know.
I'm not going back to the hood.
That's good.
I finally made it out. Holy shit! Oh god! I love how you never know where a bit's gonna go on this show, do you? That wasn't in show prep. Holy shit!
Oh man, yeah. So
Should I spray paint my palm trees, guys? What do you think?
yeah, well,
Whoa!
in solidarity.
They'll be worth about $500 a piece if you do. Apparently,
True.
So it was a big weekend for kids, school kids, right? Because they had off for like almost a week. It felt like. How do you, as a parent,
Yeah.
you got to find stuff to do with your kid during these breaks. I'm sure Mo, being the only parent on the show, that's got to be in the back of your mind anytime a kid has a 3-day, 4-day weekend.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you do anything?
And they had a week off
Yeah.
right before that.
That's how every parent says it, by
week
the
off?
way. Every parent like has this tone in their voice when they talk about how frequent their kids have off
Yeah.
from school.
Well, and there's a second thing that every parent says too, like because they got a week off before. They got a week off, then they had a week on. Then it was the Thanksgiving week, so half day Wednesday, 4-day weekend. Then they go back. Then in 2 or 3 weeks they'll be off again for Christmas for that whole week until New Year's. And it's like, and parents always say, "We never got all these days off." And I'm like, I think we did. I kind of think we did. You ever hear that one where everybody's like, or they'll be off for a certain holiday and people are like, just make up that we didn't get. Who the fuck remembers 30 years ago anyway?
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, President's Day, we didn't get that. And I'm like, I think we did.
You remember
but,
President's
I'm really
Day
not going to put a strong.
1989. You remember what you did President's Day 1989 and whether or not you were in school?
Yeah, you didn't even remember we had plans last Thursday, but you remember Arbor Day 87? Fucking what? Shut the fuck up.
We never had off for Juneteenth. It's like, yeah, I know, unless you were in school 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's the problem, actually. That is a major. Okay.
That's actually
Should
kind
be
of
a
the
new
point.
holiday.
Yeah.
Uh,
We didn't get it off for 9/11. They still don't.
So what'd you do to fill
Too
some
soon.
time this past weekend? Did anything beyond, Xbox or whatever your kid usually does in his time off?
So funny you mentioned that. So we go when we were at Thanksgiving, we were at my brother's and his at one point, and his basement, beautiful, finished, air hockey table, pool table. Oddly enough, the cleanest rug I've ever seen in my entire life. It still had that like multicolor where the vacuum was going over.
Mhm.
I was like, has anyone been down here?
Probably
Ever?
not.
As we said, though, I'm Italian. That's usually the only part of the house that's allowed to be used. This was like a weird reversal. Anyway, so my son got to play pool in the basement. Me and him are shooting, and I explained pool to him a little bit, and the prospect of gambling and violence made him extremely into said sport/game.
I can see that.
So, yeah, that's not even an exaggeration. So then Saturday we go to the pool hall in the morning. I said, I'll take you to a pool hall. We'll play on a nice, full size table. I don't have one at my house, so we go over to the pool hall. Go up right when they open. Nobody's in there. Actually, there were 2 guys already shooting when they opened, and I was like, man, pool halls don't change. These 2 old men have been playing since 1964 and haven't had a break. Right? They're like us. They keep going back. They're never going to pay the debt. It's just going to constantly be who owes who money. So anyway, they're in there, but nobody's really in there. I go up to the counter. Yeah, let me get a table, just the 2 of us. Guy's like, okay, great. He slaps the balls right on the thing. Again, I don't know why he's 4 feet. Yeah, I know. And he's 4 feet higher than us. So it's like, why are you up there? 2, this is way worse an angle for your genitalia than I was expecting. Then he puts the billiards balls up on the thing, and he slaps them up there, and I look over, and it's right next to a tip jar.
Wow. You saw balls and a tip
At the fucking pool hall. Yeah. I was like, this is not the balls and tip I had asked for on the phone before we got
This
here.
is not the balls and tip I wanted to show my
Remember
son.
I was the guy that said, hey, what time do you open? And you got cock and balls? Sorry, Chris.
This is not the balls and tip I wanted to show my son during his Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
How many other parents do you think brought their kids to a pool hall over Thanksgiving break? I mean, generally speaking.
Kids got to learn how to defend themselves with a cue. All right. So
Then I brought him over to Satin Dolls.
side note, when you said felt tip, I thought you said you felt the tip, and I was a little perturbed that you were talking about the fucking pool cue. Anyway, tip jar at a pool hall?
Look, I went through a drive-through this weekend, and they had a tip jar there too. Like a tip jar.
At a drive-through?
Drive-through. Yep.
It's like, this is too much.
So if you have a job now, you're expected to just tip this person for everything? It's crazy.
Look, they got a thing in psychology called the pendulum effect, where when you swing too wide one way, it's got to go wide the other way. Pretty soon, no one's ever going to get a tip again. Well, society's going to rebel and just say, fuck you.
What's interesting is barbers, right? Because barbers make a full wage, right? I thought tipping was a thing for people who make the less than minimum wage, obviously servers and bartenders or whatever. But barbers and nail techs,
Thank you, Chris.
masseuse, all that kind of stuff, I think they make a regular, a regular wage, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's another question. These are jobs that are not prompted to enter their gratuity when they're clocking out. You're supposed to claim this income.
Right.
So if I don't give you the option, you've bartended. Many people have bartended or served or did shit in restaurant. You go and it won't let you clock out until you enter how much you made in gratuity. And then that is examined against your sales for the purposes of either auditing or seeing if somebody's a real shitty fucking employee.
In the most,
So if you work as like a full wage, you don't even get the option
in the most
to claim it. So of course you don't tip these people.
straightforward, straight-laced kind of, not straightforward, like the most legit place I've ever worked, corporate bartending job. You had to clock out, and even if you didn't make this much, you had to always enter at least 12%. I think it was 12% based on your drawer. So that not only were they making you claim your tips, they make you couldn't just put $1 in. You'd have to at least get to a certain level based on the $600 you rang in that shift or whatever it was to be able to clock out without getting flagged or a demerit or whatever. So yeah, I see what you're saying. They're just stealing from the government openly.
Yeah.
Is demerit bad?
Well, actually, it's funny. Fridays, and I wouldn't say management, but if the general consensus, this is going back like 20 years. Apparently in New Jersey, it was like 8%. And if you were under 8%, like they would have a high probability of like it auditing the restaurant and like looking into the financials and shit.
That's what it was.
Whether that's true or not, that was what everybody thought. So they told you just declare 8%. And I was like, oh, okay. But they don't tell you is, I don't know, you slip and fall, your disabilities based on what you've claimed, not what you actually made. You want to go for a loan? People have, I don't know, they tell you didn't make $50,000 last year. You made $8,000 last year. And you're like, no, that's just what we claim. And they're like, of course I'll give you a loan based on your shitty fucking word.
So Bill,
so there are benefits to actually declaring the correct amount of what you.
Bill, that drive-through tip jar, that wasn't like a spare change to the charity, the Ronald McDonald House or whatever. That was tip for the workers.
No. It said tips on it. Yeah.
Damn.
And you could reach it?
Yeah, that's true. How does that work?
Shit. Because it would be better if they were like,
just in my face with it.
yeah. Like, can I have my food?
And when's the last time you paid cash through a drive-through? I don't do
Oh,
that.
God. Oh, or how about for any fucking thing?
Right.
Very rarely. I'll give you a little bit because I'm sure people are still whatever. But I mean, I don't even have cash on me ever. Then again, I have no cash. I have no money to my name. But that's not the
have
point.
some first, I guess.
Pull ahead for your order, window 2. And would you like to donate money to Carl's new whip? And you pull around, they're like,
Yeah, here. Like, fuck, you're worse than church. I do like when they're cute with what they write on tip jars. It'll be like college fund, and then it has a crying, laughing emoji face, and I'm like, why is that funny?
Yeah.
Go to school. Go learn something, you fucking half-wit.
You didn't even get my order right because you're a moron.
Yeah, you can't even do no onions. I don't know. Take a class.
take a no onion class.
Taking onions off your stuff. Delicious.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't be begging for tips at a drive-thru if you did go to school, you fuck. Too much. Too much. We talked about the swinging iPad already, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I hope that was a real episode and not us just hanging out. Swing that fucking thing around. People are just, no. Actually, I was in Crumble Cookie. I was in, Crumble. I don't know if that's, I think that's nationwide now. So I'm in the Crumble Cookie and they're the king. They are, they do freestyle moves like it's a skateboard with the iPad. They're swinging it around so fucking fast.
It's like,
and guy in the Crumble, it's me waiting for an order I made on my phone like a normal human. And he goes up to the register. First of all, when you walk in there, so many people pre-order. They don't even know what to do. They're like, oh, shit, there's a register in here? Okay, yeah, sure. I guess I could take your order. What are you getting? Like, they're surprised as you are. Anyway, she swung the thing around to this guy, and he was like, I'm not giving you shit. And I was like, I love this guy.
Go on.
You can just hit 0.
I love this guy. Yeah, I'm listening. Elaborate.
the more people, I think that the upside of this is the more places that ask for a tip, the more normal it would become to hit 0. So I think that might be a good thing, because usually when there's an opportunity to tip, most people tip. But if it bleeds into everywhere, the being able to say no is going to get easier.
Yeah, true.
That's such a good point.
A lot less.
It has to at that point, right?
Because we'll go broke, more broke.
Right. It can't be like this everywhere.
I just don't go out.
I can't wait for your Bill doesn't go out. He's like, I just won't go out. Your dog just starts asking for a tip when he doesn't shit in the house.
Yeah. Like the intro to fucking Married with Children.
If he doesn't shit in the house, it'll be the first time.
The dog lifts his leg and he's like, give me a reason. Give me a fucking reason, pal. I know. I saw you get change.
He's like, look.
From that Instacart guy.
I can piss here, or you can give me 3 milk bones. Choice is yours. All right?
I'm going to leave my balls in your court. Okay, pal? And that is literal.
Last time he did that, he got neutered.
He's like, all right, I take that back. Last time this went very, very sideways.
Couldn't have gone worse, honestly. Couldn't have gone worse.
Honestly, I don't.
Somehow, he's still my best friend. I don't know how that works. If I cut your guys' balls off, are you still going to hang out with me? Probably not.
He's got a tag around his neck that says "Best Friend" by title only.
That's a big badge.
He's playing the slow game. He's going to tear my throat out in my sleep one day.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of tips, here's a great tip, probably the best one you'll get all year. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/The Gill Lane Show. If you want to sign up for $5 a month, you get audio versions of a brand new episode every week. It's not extended. It's not uncensored. That's what this is. It's a whole new hour. And then $8 a month, you get to watch that same episode. Of course, you have the ability to listen to if you prefer. And then for $20 a month, our biggest fans, it's the Lane Jane tier. You get everything we just said, plus a couple extra episodes a year when we all get together in the same place. We call that the Cinco Show. And gift boxes will go out at least twice a year. So that's $20 a month. From 20 to free, you have the option. But patreon.com/The Gill Lane Show. A lot of people are enjoying that. We're going to head over there in just a couple minutes here.
Speaking of Patreon, we are having our Gill Lane Show Christmas party on Patreon, which will be released December 21st, Thursday, December 21st. So if you want to see us, getting drunk and off of spiked eggnog, that's where you got to go.
Mm-hmm. A lot of fun stuff planned for that.
And again, it is uncensored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, this is the censored version. So if you want to know where this can go, I'd highly recommend going over to the Patreon.
And this week's Patreon, a lot of music features. We have a rapper we wanted to show you who you wouldn't assume would be a rapper. We're excited to show you her work. And if you caught our Jason Aldean clip, our most popular short here on YouTube, or if you're on Spotify, you go over to YouTube and see it. Jason Aldean has a new song where he's pounding his chest about the country lifestyle that we'll see if that tops, the small town song. So we have that. We have some travel tips and a whole bunch more over on the Patreon. So anything else, guys?
No. Oh, yeah, 143.